The podcast is actually going to be from a podcast that I recorded with my good friend Courtney Woolwank. She's an unbelievable human and a mindset coach. There was loads of topics that come up on there. So what I'm going to do is post the podcast this week. Will I post it on YouTube? I don't know yet. But rather than that, I'm just going to do a clip of something that I actually discovered last week, having quite a difficult conversation with a family member, which usually I don't disclose this information, but for me, I think fuck it, because it was such a big lesson to me that I want you to learn from it as well. And basically, it's about anger. I sat down, had a conversation with this family member, and I can tell you for free now, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, maybe even a year or 6 months ago, I would have lost my head in this conversation just from what they were saying to me. They was playing the victim. They was trying to deflect anything that they'd done wrong onto, and give reasons for that, I'd say. Like, nothing pisses me off more than someone saying, oh yeah, I'm sorry, but. Because if someone says, I'm sorry, but, it's literally them saying, I'm not sorry, I did this because you did this. Whereas if you're genuinely sorry, there's no but to come with it. It's just like, oh shit, yeah, I shouldn't have done that, I'm sorry. Anyway, what I learned in this conversation, which is so important to me, was I was just calm the whole time. And what I've noticed a lot recently over the last, I don't know, 6 months, I'd say, I don't get angry anymore. And when I was having this conversation with this family member, I realised that anger is such a pointless emotion. It actually is. Because if you're having an argument with someone, or a discussion or whatever, a disagreement, and you get angry, tell me the last time that someone was angry at you and it made you change your standpoint or your point of view. It didn't. So why would you use that as an emotional reaction to someone else and expect them to change their point of view? Because anger is just, you're getting irate, which is ultimately going to rub someone up the wrong way. Which I found this family member, they was getting really angry, and I was just sitting there like, this is not bothering me whatsoever. And all of these emotional triggers you're trying to get out of me to get a reaction, they're not going to work. And it was pretty empowering, to be honest, because it showed me, one, how much I've grown over the last year, but also it was a massive eye-opener that I don't need to get angry to get my point across. And when I do, often the point of the argument is lost. And you just get angry about loads of other things. And when you do get angry, think how long it takes you to calm down. In the past, if I'm honest, it's taken me days to calm down after I get angry. I sound like a bit of a nutter now, but I'm not. But I'm just saying, like, anger is such a waste of time. And as I say, this difficult conversation that I had with a family member, it was, from my perspective, so positive, because it showed me how far I'd come. It showed me how much of a waste of time getting angry at people is, because ultimately, I cannot, if anyone's ever got angry with me, they ain't getting what they want out of me. I'm not changing my perspective. I'm like, okay, now I've got my defences up. Whereas when you stay calm, what can anyone do? You know what I mean? You're not raising your voice, you're chilled out. So in your next, no doubt you'll have a disagreement. Remember, what's the point in getting angry? Because it honestly is a wasted emotion. And the only person, what did I read the other day? Getting angry is like holding a hot coal and throwing it at someone. Yeah? Like, you're gonna burn yourself first. And alright, it might bounce off the other person's head and it might be a class shot, but it's only gonna hit them for a moment, whereas you're gonna be burnt for life. So don't get angry in situations, remain calm. And honestly, it's felt unbelievable this week to understand. Like I'm proud of myself at how far I've come in difficult conversations, that I don't lose my head and I am calm. Zen as fuck, baby. Bit different today, I know, but that's a little soundbite, I guess. As I say, the person that I had this chat with will be in the podcast, and I've just decided, why would I not put it on YouTube? So I am going to upload it, but yeah, I wanted to get my thoughts out there really, because I think, I'm not saying I'm a guru, I just feel I'm just going to share my experiences, and if they can help me, then I'm sure they might help you. So yeah, don't get angry, player. It's zen as fuck when you're calm.